Ladies and gentlemen, this story bothers me quite a bit because not only do I have a daughter, but I remember when my daughter was this baby's age. And I'm going to tell you guys, this picture is probably one of my favorite pictures, and they really did a good job taking some very nice, clean pictures of this baby girl that you guys see on my screen right here. And it's just, this picture to me represents everything that children are. All children are innocent. They're all like sponges. They are going to absorb anything that we give them. And we should give them love. We should give them respect. We should honor our children. It's a beautiful, beautiful baby girl. And when you guys hear about her story, it's just going to break your heart. But I want to warn you guys, not only am I going to tell you the details, but I'm going to say some things that are not going to sit well with your sensibilities. So if you can't handle that, I understand if you need to go. All right. But I have some very strong thoughts and opinions about this story and what this little girl went through. No child to go through. And the least we could do is pay her homage or homage. Well, I don't know what you call it. But at least listen to this baby's story. There's a second person out of two people. There's a second person that's been charged in last week's abuse death of a 3-year-old Alabama girl. Her name, and I didn't catch how they pronounced her name, but it's spelled Aydah. If you ask me, that looks like that's spelling Ida. It's either Ada or Ida, and I think that's Ida. But I could be wrong, and I could be mispronouncing this baby's name wrong. But I want to put some respect on her name because I know I'm not pronouncing it right. But Aydah Dimaso, Dimaso, this baby was found dead Monday, October 4th. And where else? Another bathtub. Another bathtub story. How many of you guys are surprised? Why do so many children end up dead? And somehow in these stories, a bathtub comes into the equation. I don't know what in the F is going on. And what are people doing to these children? Maybe trying to hide something that they're doing? Another bathtub. This baby was found dead in a bathtub of the Gatson home she shared with her father, who the family said this alleged father, only had custody of her and got custody of her less than 8 months ago. And I've been saying, give the fathers a chance. Give the fathers a chance. Give the biological fathers a chance. Have I not been stressing that since I've been on this channel? Yes, I even just stressed it in the very last story that we just did. Give the biological fathers a chance. But I'm going to tell you guys something. When you look at this little demon's face right here, this guy right here who has piercings in the side of his face and in the top of his nose. It's just a funny looking character. Last week, Aydah's father, 23-year-old Nicholas Joseph Dimaso, was charged with capital murder. Do y'all know what capital murder is? It's by far the most serious charge when it comes to charging a person and potentially getting the death penalty. Capital murder. He remains in the Etowah County Jail on no bond. And I'll give you guys some more information here in a moment. Friday afternoon, Gatson police announced that the arrest of 30-year-old Haley D. Metz. Let me see if I can get her face up on the screen. This hooker right here, this woman right here that you see on my screen, her name is Haley D-E-E Metz, M-E-T-Z. She is 30 years old. That's according to Sergeant Marcus Hill, said Metz is charged with aggravated child abuse, which is a Class A felony. Details of the allegation against Metz have not been yet made public, but police described her as Aiden's stepmother. She's just a whore that daddy was sleeping with. She's not a stepmother. She's not married. She's no parent. She's no mother. She's none of that. Okay? Let's get that straight. Just dad's concubine. She was booked into jail at 3 p.m. Friday and remains held on a $750,000 bond. Now, according to charging documents against DeMazzo, Ida, and I hate that I can't pronounce that baby's name right. It's either Ada or Ida. Ida was killed with DeMazzo's hands or fist. She was beaten and punched to death. She was found unresponsive after family members asked police to go to their home on Crestview Drive that Monday afternoon for a welfare check. So that means somebody saw something and said something. I've told you guys, you get lucky sometimes and maybe you could save a child's life. And in this case, they were just a little bit too late. And y'all look at and I have a lot of pictures of this little baby. She's a beautiful little girl. Why did you take her into your custody? Just to do this to her. It's inexcusable. Ida's maternal grandparents had unsuccessfully tried to get custody of the little girl and vowed to get justice for her. This would have been a case I would have rather have seen this baby in the hands of the grandparents. Flat out. Ida was such a sweet soul with an infectious giggle. Loved deeply by her grandparents who had been fighting for custody of her. According to a GoFundMe, of course there was a GoFundMe that was launched by family and friends. The system let her down, and so sadly this tragedy was utterly preventable. Now, what's my stance on the system failing this little girl? We could say that the system failed, and yes it did. It placed the baby in the wrong people's hands. That's just a matter of fact. But I've always told you guys, the real failure when it comes to our babies, biological mother, biological father, when there's a disconnect, when those two fail, that's where the failure starts. As friends and colleagues of the family, it's our hope that we can rally together to help a grief-stricken family at this horrific time with the cost of Ida's memorial and to a trust fund to ensure that the family can get justice for Ida. Donations can be made by way of the GoFundMe. Matter of fact, since they mentioned the GoFundMe about 2 or 3 times, I guess I better bring it up and show it on the screen. Let's see here. Right here. Here is the baby's GoFundMe. Now, I know people don't like my stance on GoFundMes because I believe that you should have life insurance on your children. You should not rely on crowdfunding and hope that society can bury your children. What we should do as responsible people is bury our own. But they were asking for $25,000 of crowdfunding money as a memorial fund and a legal fund as well. It's a beautiful picture, and clearly this baby plucked on the heartstrings of the good people, and they donated $17,000 of that $25,000. Saying that my heart is shattered is an understatement, but what keeps me moving forward is the anger that I have towards this corrupt system, according to Chandra Poe Davis, who was Ida's grandmother, said in a Facebook post that was used by the news with her permission. I will fight this system to the end. She knows I won't rest until I know that her death was not in vain. I want everyone to know how hard we fought to keep her safe, how the system failed us on every level, and how so many families all over the country are going through the same hurt dealing with this horrible system. We're going to fight this to the end, and we believe that. Let me give you guys the fair usage, and I think I got a couple of news videos, so let me show you that. Here we go. Let's get it in. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And if you guys are watching this right now, do me a favor and please click that thumbs up. Every single thumbs up is like a virtual hug to these children, okay? So make sure you guys click that thumbs up and show them some love. I also want to point out and say that there's a lot of weird I don't know. I guess I wouldn't call it weird. Maybe that's the wrong word to use. There's a lot of unique dynamics in this situation. The fact that the biological father was able to win custody, how he was able to do that is beyond me. But the fact that he won custody and this baby appears to be a mixed child. So it seems like the white guy, the white father, had a baby with a black mother. And the black mother, where is she at in this scenario? We haven't heard from the biological mother, but we know that biological dad is white and his girlfriend are being held responsible for this baby's murder. And it sounds like from the interview that the grandparents are probably black, just based on my guess and based on the fact that the baby looks mixed. So there's a lot of dynamic here, but there was only one news video and it was short as shit. Excuse my language.
Trusted for years.
Catherine Patterson at the First Alert Desk. A 30-year-old stepmother is now being charged in the death of her 3-year-old stepdaughter in Gadsden. Haley Metz now being charged with aggravated child abuse. That is a felony. Now, the child's father, 23-year-old Nicholas DeMasso, was also arrested back on October 4th and charged with capital murder.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the only news videos that I was able to find anywhere. And I scoured the internet. I scoured Facebook. I scoured Twitter. I looked on every single news website that I could try to find more news videos. That was it. And it was only, it literally was just, here you go. That's the end of it. I'm going to show it to you again.
Catherine Patterson at the First Alert Desk. A 30-year-old stepmother is now being charged in the death of her 3-year-old stepdaughter in Gadsden. Haley Metz now being charged with aggravated child abuse. That is a felony. Now, the child's father, 23-year-old Nicholas DeMasso, was also arrested back on October 4th and charged with capital murder.
Look, I'm going to tell you guys something because I have to be honest. I have to be honest, and this is just me being honest. Y'all know I'm not the type to really pull the race card. I'm really not one of those people, not at all. But I did notice how when I looked up one story, like every single news website was covering this one particular story, and I was able to find 20, 30 news videos easily without even looking. I didn't even type in the full details of the boy's name. I typed in like his first name, hit enter, boom. All kind of videos showed up. I looked up this baby's information, first name, middle name, last name. I had her obituary. I had even I found this picture on Facebook. I had her age. I had her parents' name. A 20-second news clip. Come and go. The only reason I bring that up, I'm not saying that the media is racist. I'm not going to say that. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm saying is that on the news outlets, they talk about so much other stuff that is not even important. I can guarantee you that there were probably celebrities on that same news broadcast, the same day that they broadcasted that 20-second video, and they got all kind of airtime. The celebrities got all kind of airtime, maybe some country fair, some cooking show, some, let me bring somebody on and talk about their new book that just came out. But why couldn't this baby get some attention? Why couldn't they show her some love? Why couldn't her story be a featured story? There can't be that many children that are having this type of thing going on. And I'm just speaking from the heart. This is completely unscripted. I could be totally wrong in what I'm saying. So if I'm wrong, please tell me if I'm saying something that's wrong. This baby girl story absolutely should be heard by the world. Why not? All children's lives matter. We spend so much time talking about all of these grown people that lost their lives and lost their lives in these really odd ways. But when are we going to step up and speak for the children? When are we going to give the children a voice? Their voice and their platform should be the biggest. Their videos should be getting the most views, the most attention, the most shares. It should have the most information. Why? Because it's the most important. Why her father didn't give a crap about her, I don't know. Maybe because her father ain't shit. Why haven't we heard from the biological mother? Because here's one thing they won't talk about. Why don't they talk about why the father got custody in the first place? So I want you guys to think about this. That means the only thing it could mean, unless I'm wrong, you got to come out and say something. Don't just sit there and be like, you got all your facts wrong, Judge Jay. You need to do some research. You need to come down here and live with us and find out. You need to come live in the house and come live with us and come sleep in our bed so that way you can really know what happened to this baby. No, the hell I shouldn't. No. It's very easy for you to put this baby story out there and tell us what happened. Social media is a wonderful thing for us to be able to spread information like wildfire. Why haven't we heard from the biological mother? Where is the biological mother? Why did she lose custody? Because that would have to be the only reason that custody would have been handed over to the biological father. Now, I will tell you guys this in response to the grandparents being mad because the state skipped them up. Well, maybe you have to point the finger at people like me. Blame me because I've been advocating for fathers, and I'm going to tell you, this knocks us back 10 steps. We take 10 steps back because of this dumbass father. You gave this fool a chance, and he helped murder his own baby. If you didn't give a crap about her, why did you take custody of her? Why did you agree to take custody? Why even fight for custody? Why fight the grandparents? They clearly cared. They clearly just wanted this baby to grow up and become something great. All you cared about was that little skank skeezer girlfriend of yours that you wanted to be sleeping with. You didn't care about this baby. So why take her? Why take her from this earth? Why did she deserve that? She didn't. Ida DiMaggio deserves so much better than that. And I told y'all, these pictures, I don't know who took these pictures, if they were professional pictures, but these are amazing pictures. And I'm going to tell you, those pictures are going to haunt me. And it hurts my soul because I would have taken this baby right here and right now. And I would have told my daughter, and shout out to my daughter, you have a new baby sister. Just to give this baby an opportunity to grow up and become something great. Just give her a chance. The grandparents would have given that baby a chance. All he deserves is the death penalty, and there's a special place in hell for people like this who rob the world on purpose. You purposely misled the courts. You purposely misled Child Protective Services. You misled your daughter and caused her to die for no reason. I hope the grandparents get to see justice. Stupid is as stupid thugs. And yes, I think this dad is a damn thug. And I hope he gets life in prison. And I hope that his girlfriend gets, I don't know. Give her 108 years in prison. I don't know what you give her. But nonetheless, to this beautiful young princess, R.I.P. But thank you for listening to her story. Won't you do her a favor? Do her grandparents a favor. Share her story. We want to make sure that more people hear this baby story, okay? Don't let it go unanswered and unheard, okay? Thank you. Now, I want to tell you guys one more story, if you don't mind. Similar scenario, but I think this one's mom's boyfriend. So yes, we're going to go back to mom's boyfriend. We're going to go back to that narrative. By the way, I needed to thank Dre the Dream. Thank you for your donation, my brother. I appreciate that. And also thank you to Tammy. Excuse me. Ooh. Let me say that again. Thank you to Dre the Dream. Thank you to Tammy Smith and Cash App. Thank you, Bree Bree. If she's still out there listening, she might be asleep by now. Thank you to Bianca. Bianca, if you're listening, thank you for your Cash App. And again, to Vicky. Vicky Carey, if you're out there listening, thank you for your PayPal. If you're out there listening, I hope you're still out there, okay? But let's talk about, whoa. I don't know what you call this. What do you call this? Do I have any video? I don't even think, this story is so crazy. I don't even have any videos for this. Oh, there is Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. Trying to get every little last bit of that ocean spray out of there. That stuff is so good. Got a little bit of a sore throat I'm trying to get over. So I keep popping these little damn holes. Well, I guess I could show you. Have y'all seen these in Walmart yet? They have these things called mini holes. And I'm sorry, anytime I see something new, I got to go grab it. I'm just one of those type of people. They look like little Tic Tacs, these little bitty tiny things. Little bitty holes. Y'all see that? I don't know what these look like. They look like little marbles. I don't know how effective they are or why would they make them so tiny. I don't know. It's beyond me. I don't even have any videos of this story too. So let's talk about this. Somebody said Shrek and Fiona. What do they look like? That they should do kind of look like Shrek though. Damn. Ooh wee. The Shreks. Ooh wee. Man, oh man. Let's talk about this story. Let me see here. Let's go. We got 253 people watching. I'm thankful. Glad we got a few more people back in the building. We have 167 thumbs up. Can we get 200 thumbs up, please? Y'all would share this and let more people know that we're live. We're at 167. We got 258 people here. Not bad. They look so weird. Shrek and Fiona. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to see if that's what they really look like. Oh my goodness. They do. They kind of do though. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me see. Did I get this up here? What just happened? Let me see if I get this up here. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all this on the screen. Some of y'all are just mean. Y'all are mean like I am. Can I download this? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to download something. I hope I'm not downloading some spyware or some bullcrap like that. Trying to download a damn picture. Let me see. Look at this. Oh, man. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun with this. It's a tragic story. Well, we got to laugh sometimes. Let's take a look at this. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you guys to the world's ugliest babysitters. I want y'all to take a look at these people's faces like, why do y'all look like that? Why am I being so mean? I'll tell you guys here in a moment. But I'm just saying these people are just, whoa, what is wrong? Like his face looks like a loaf of bread and her face looked like Eggland's Best, like one of those extra large eggs. And somebody said that they actually look like the couple from the movie Shrek. I'm going to pull that picture up. Let me show y'all something real quick. Now, y'all could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I guess he kind of does look like, oh my goodness. They do kind of look like Shrek and Fiona, do they not? Oh my goodness. I think y'all got it right. My chat is crazy. Y'all so crazy. Let me get this off my screen. Let me tell y'all about this wild and crazy story, man, because it's every bit as sad. It really is. But this story comes out of a place called Georgia. There's a woman in Georgia accused of murdering a 2-year-old baby that she and her husband were allegedly babysitting. Now, why they said allegedly babysitting, they should be able to tell us that information, whether that's direct or not. I don't know how that would be alleged babysitting, but nonetheless, they said they were allegedly babysitting her over the weekend and now claims through her lawyer that she was at work when the infant suffered fatal injuries. So let me tell y'all about that beautiful baby girl. Detectives with the Hall County Sheriff's Office, HCSO, arrested 31-year-old Juan Martinez and his wife, 32-year-old Nancy Martinez. Okay? So Shrek and Fiona are both residents of Gainesville Monday morning in connection with the death of that little girl. Let me see if I can show you her picture. Beautiful little girl. This baby right here. I think I have a better picture of her. Let me see if I can find it. I like this one. That little baby, that is Valeria Jordan Garfias. She was 2 years old. The husband and wife duo were charged with 1 count of felony murder and first-degree cruelty to children. Authorities said Valeria was in the sole care of Juan and Nancy between noon and 2 p.m. 2 hours. 2 damn hours. 120 minutes on Sunday, October the 10th, when they caused traumatic brain injury and other internal injuries to the child's body, resulting in this baby's eventual death. And you look at this beautiful, beautiful little princess. What did she do to y'all to deserve that? I would love for Shrek and Fiona to come out and explain what angered them so badly that this beautiful baby girl, nothing, there is nothing. There is no excuse for it. There is nothing that this baby ever could have done. Matter of fact, you'd also have to question the biological parents of why would you not only let somebody, like these two people, how well did y'all know them? I'm always talking about background checks. Did you do a background check? Are they legal citizens of the United States of America even? I'm sorry, I just have to ask that. Were you that broke that you had to rely on some so-called friends to watch your kid rather than taking your kids to certified babysitters? She's 2 years old. She should be at a daycare. Yes? Well, we can't afford daycare. We can't afford daycare. Daycare is too expensive. Then you shouldn't have kids if you need to go the cheap route with your children. Hello? If you're that damn broke, then you shouldn't have kids. Just know that before you decide to lay down and have this unprotected, unprotected sex. Sorry. We are grown as hell, man. Before you decide to lay down and have all of this unprotected sex, somebody should have told you that children are expensive. And most people know that. They just don't care because they think they're going to just mosey their way through life and figure it out. And somebody's going to help them. Somebody's going to give them some handouts. And we're going to get free daycare. We're going to get free food and free housing and free medical. We're going to get this and that. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. I apologize, y'all. I apologize. I don't know. I have these wild thoughts in my head. Something is wrong with me, okay? Y'all pray for me, okay? Pray for your boy. Anyway. But children are expensive. You need to have life insurance. You need to have daycare. You need to have diapers. You need to have formula. You need to have a bed. You need to have clothes. You need to have shoes. You need to have electricity. You need to have working water. You need to have trash disposal. Why would we even have to say things like this in America? This is 2021 going on 2022. Why do we even have to tell people this? This girl suffered brain injuries and internal injuries, and I'm sure they probably lacerated some of this baby's insides as well. The internal injuries were reported inflicted in the child's abdominal region, so they punched and probably kicked her in the damn stomach. But Nancy's attorney, Arturo Corso, on Tuesday told the news that his client was working during the time period investigators say Valeria was fatally abused. But that should be easy to prove. That's I want y'all to understand. They arrested both of them, not one of them. They're both in custody. Valeria's death is a terrible tragedy. Nancy has known the child all of her life and her mother since they were just kids themselves. Nancy loves Valeria and Lorena so very much. She is inconsolable. As her counsel, I can already see that whatever happened to this child clearly happened while Nancy was at work. Corso wrote in a statement to the paper, it would be very easy to verify her innocence with phone and work logs. Like I said, I just hope the official investigation doesn't end with an arrest just because these charges against Nancy are maddeningly unjust. And I don't know about that because they arrested her for a reason. I'm sure maybe they arrested her just because she's so unattractive. Like, ma'am, your face looks like it's melting. Like it's just, ugh. You know how titties sag? Like her face is like a titty that's just like, as the years pass, it just sags. Gravity takes over. And it looks like gravity just took over this woman's face. It's just an observation. Sorry if you think I'm being mean. I can ask that our community can hold judgment, focus our energies on prayers for the child's family, and let the justice system work. Though Nancy has no legal burden of proof as to her innocence, the state should expect a robust defense. The statement did not include any mention of Nancy's husband. As previously reported by the news, Hawley County Fire Services responded to a call at the couple's residence located at the 2000 block of Bennett Circle around approximately 1:50 p.m. on Sunday. The emergency medical personnel attempted life-saving procedures and the toddler was rushed to Northeast Georgia Medical Center, and of course, she passed away. The medical team then flew her to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, where she was later pronounced dead. Officials at the hospital contacted HSCO detectives because the nature of the victim's injuries were non-accidental, basically, like it looked like she got beat up. Medical personnel said that Valeria's death was a homicide caused by traumatic brain injury and other internal injuries to the child's body. I want y'all to remember that this baby is 2 years old. Just 2. Just learned how to walk and maybe doesn't even really know how to talk yet. Juan and Nancy Martinez were booked. And they said both of them were booked into the Hall County Jail following their arrest, where they're both currently being held with zero bond. No bond. The child's body was sent to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, GBI Forensic Lab, for an autopsy that is pending as case remains under investigation. Derek Booth, as a spokesperson for the Hall County Sheriff's Office, told the news that investigators do believe that the Martinez couple were friends or acquaintances of Valeria's parents. I figured that much, but again, I think I've said everything I needed to say. If you needed to save money on child care, I don't care if your friend shouldn't be babysitting your kids. Take them to daycare. They are paid and trained to take care of children. They're also on videotape taking care of your children. The state comes in and checks to make sure that they are taking care of your children. There are some checks and balances that are in place, which is also why childcare can be expensive, which is also why if you value your children's life, just as well as y'all open up GoFundMes to try to bury these children and have some type of funds. Let me see if they, did they have a GoFundMe? Yes, they did. Just to let y'all know. I'm not sure how much they asked for the GoFundMe, but they did raise $1,500, $1,530. That's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, but they did try to open up a GoFundMe. But we won't make an investment. We won't make a $1,500 investment in childcare. We won't make a $1,500 investment in these children's college fund. We won't make a $1,500 investment in a what do you call those things? A trust fund. We won't put $1,500 into starting a business for our children. But we're real quick to put that money, take it and put these babies in the ground. All I ask is, why won't we take that same effort, that same energy, that same anguish, all that hurt and pain, all that energy, take that same energy and put it into the lives of children, rather than waiting until something bad happens and then we're sitting here mourning and asking for people to contribute to their deaths. I would hope that we start to put children on a pedestal. I'm thankful for the people that we have in our chat, the AFC, where we advocate for children first, and we put these babies' lives first. And we hope that we get justice for her. She's a beautiful little princess, and we will have loved to see this baby grow up and become something great. But let me get a solo shot of her, because I don't want those people on my screen when I'm talking about this beautiful little girl. Young princess, R.I.P. Beautiful baby girl. She deserves so much better. And I think that her parents failed her, and I'm going to say that. The parents might get mad, but I think the parents failed her by trying to shortchange the system, saving some money, and you lost your child to murder in 2 hours, 120 minutes. And you know it wasn't worth it. I thank y'all for listening with an open mind as well as an open heart. There were no news videos here. Now, why wasn't this big news? Why didn't this even make one news video is beyond me. But I think that's a failure of Georgia. Maybe they didn't think this baby's life mattered, but we do. We believe that that baby's life absolutely mattered, and it should be shared. So make sure you guys hit that share, hit that like, and share this baby's story, okay? Thank you. Beautiful little girl. I may have to get out of here in just a moment. They were, oh, whoa. Falk Wolf. Whoa. Wow. So I was actually right. Are you still in the chat, Falk Wolf? Let me know. I was totally right about, I saw it. I just saw it. I just saw it. Guys, they're on ice. Can I tell them? I think you said I could tell them. Let me make sure. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We're not done yet, y'all. Do y'all want one more story? If y'all will hit that thumbs up, I'll give you one more story. Can I tell them, Falk Wolf? If you say I can tell them, I will tell them. I could do a PS. I could tell them. What's up? Make This Go Viral TV. Make sure y'all subscribe. She is in the building. The one and only. Yes, indeed. Much love. Let me know if I can tell him. Let me know if I can tell him, bro. And I'll do a PS real quick. And I can do one more story if y'all will hit that thumbs up. We had a few people donate, and that's cool. Thank you to Tammy, Dre the Dream, Bree Bree, Jimmy D, Bianca, and Vicky. Those are the ones we had donate. And also thank you to the channel members and the people on Patreon. You could always sign up on Patreon. Okay, here we go. So I'll do a PS. I need to add this portion to this video. So this is going to be a quick edit that I needed to add this information. This baby was shaken. These individuals shook this baby, trying to get her to shut up. Both of these people were DACA recipients and were only in America due to DACA. They are both on ICE detainers, which is why they got a 0 bond. And I know some people initially, when they watch the story, they might be like, Jay, you're being racist. Why would you say, are they even supposed to be in this country legally? Well, I just literally just confirmed my fears. These are horrible people. And I'm going to also tell you guys this. This doesn't go out because I'm not a racist person. I love everybody. I don't care what country you come from. But I'm going to tell y'all this. If you come to my country, I'm from America. I'm not from Africa. I'm from America, okay? I don't know why we don't call ourselves Native Americans, because the majority of us were raised here, born here. Our parents are raised and born here. Then their parents are raised and born here. Take some pride where the hell you're from, man. We've been here. If this is all we know, then claim what we have here, and what we have here is beautiful. Don't just let people from these other countries that hate where they're from, that are running from their problems, and then they come here and they're going to ruin our country. Why would you let a bunch of people in to our country that don't want to be here legally, that don't want to be United States citizens and go through the proper process? Why would you let people come in and take up your benefits, ruin your medical care system, right? Ruin your neighborhoods, bring in all kind of crime and bullshit. Why would y'all let people do that? I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about legalities. People come here of all skin colors, of all races, of all ages. I just want people to be here legally. If they're not going to be here legally, shove it up your behind. That's the nicest way I can say it. They murdered this baby because they were never good people. They were always POS people. Should have never been here. Should have never had access to this baby. And damn sure never should have been babysitting. I want to thank you to my friends, to all my friends who helped me with information in the chat. Y'all know how much I truly, truly appreciate that. And thank you so much, because that was so, so vital. The news tries to hide when DACA recipients commit crimes. Why? But here's the thing. Y'all as smart people, y'all vote. Y'all put these people in office. Make sure that these people have your country's best interest, your city, your county, your neighborhoods in your best interest. If they're not, if they believe in, yeah, we should bring in illegal immigrants and just let people just ramshack our freaking country and ruin it and run it to the damn ground, get their asses out of office. Y'all vote matters. Our country can't do nothing unless it's with our consent. Use your voices and vote, people. Vote. I love all of my United States citizens and my people across the world. Thank y'all for advocating for children first. And thank you for advocating for law-abiding citizens. Doing the right thing, all right? That's all I got to say. Thank you. Boy, that's a hell of a PS. So thank you for that information. Wow. I mean, that truly confirmed. As I was taking a shot in the dark, honestly, I'm just being real with y'all. But come to find out, I was 100% right. I cannot thank you enough for that.
North Authentic Designer has some of the most glamorous and stylish handbags your girl has ever seen. So ladies, if you want to get fly, and fellas, if you want to take care of your lady, please be sure to go to www.nors915.com. www.nors915.com. That's right, www.nors915.com.
Hello, listeners. Come mask up with Keyline Designs, where you reap what we sow. We offer essential handcrafted face masks made with 100% cotton, equipped with a built-in filter and a slot for refillable filters. Our masks have many uses like riding motorcycles, ATVs, while out in public places, outside exercising, lawn and gardening, and helps prevent the spread of germs. We offer bling, sports logos, monograms, many assorted fabrics and colors. We make child-size masks starting at the age of 2. Come join us today for the launch of our new website at keylinedesigns.com. Please be sure to like and follow our page on Facebook. Our links can be found in the description box of this video. Thank you.
Check out this wonderful organization that I'm proud to be a part of. It's called Bags for Kids, BAGS4KIDS.org. And check out their website. They really help a lot of kids in foster care, giving them a permanent piece of luggage and also a lot of items that they might need so that they feel that they belong, which they do. So go to the website, bags4kids.org. So go for it. It's a great place and they're doing great work.
Exclusive new products that you will only see on my website at www.sayitwithchess.com. These products are made special by my mother, Keyline Designs. The hoodie blankie, the face mask, as well as the 4-in-1 African head wrap. Now the way it works, it is a reversible bonnet. It has a headband that you can wear alone. It has a matching face mask as well. Please be sure to go over to our website and check out these nice new products that you will not find anywhere else.